What's good, YouTube? Israel come through another video for y'all. So look, before I get started into the video, I just want to thank y'all, man. We hit 1,000 subscribers today. Right now, we are actually at 1,001 subscribers, but that's just how fast things can go in the upward spiral for you if you just stay consistent, you stay motivated, you stay disciplined. You know what I'm saying? When I first started this journey, I knew anything could be possible for me, and I'm continuing to strive to be the greatest I can be, man. So everybody who has just been in my community, everybody who has been commenting, showing me love over and over and over again, I really appreciate y'all. And I be reacting, I be looking at every single one of y'all comments. So if you comment, I'm definitely gonna say something back. But I appreciate y'all, man. I want to be here without y'all. So let's just keep going. Let's just keep grinding. Let's just keep building the life that we want. And that's actually what I'm going to be talking about today. Today, I'm going to be talking about building the life that you want, building your reality, creating your life that you want. You know what I'm saying? So, first thing, the first step that it takes to creating your own reality, building your own life that you want is knowing what you want. You feel me? You got to have clarity. You know what I'm saying? You got to have clarity on what it is exactly that you want. So, you got to ask yourself, what does an optimal day look like for me? You know what I'm saying? 10 years from now, um, the best version of yourself, what is the best version of yourself doing? You know what I'm saying? From the time you wake up, from the time you go to sleep, you got to have a detailed vision of what it takes or what it is that you want to do, you know what I'm saying, every single day of your life. Okay, so you got to have clarity. You got to reflect. You got to do a lot of reflecting in this stage because it's beginning. You're reflecting on uh, what it is that you want to be doing. Okay, what time you waking up, what time you going to sleep. Okay, so have a vision for yourself because when you have a vision for yourself, you have a sense of direction. If you're waking up at a random time and you have no clue what you're working towards, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get to the place that you want to be at because you don't have a clear vision. So you got to have a vision for yourself, and it can't be a closed-minded vision, meaning you got to think outside the box when it comes to reaching your goals, when it comes to getting the success that you want. You got to know exactly what it is that you want, and you can't think with a limited mindset. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a limitless mindset, meaning anything is possible for you. If you say you want to be a multimillionaire, you have to believe that you could be a multimillionaire. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? Set a goal out for yourself, big goals for yourself. Like, say you want to be the CEO of your own company. Say you want to go to the NFL, the NBA. You want to be a multimillionaire. That has to be your goal. Anything lower than that, you know what I'm saying? You're limiting yourself. You're limiting your capabilities, your abilities, okay? You could do anything in this world, so set your goals and have that standard for yourself. Nothing is too much for you, okay? So that brings me to number two, which is set clear goals for yourself. You got to set short-term goals and long-term goals. The reason why I say set short-term goals and long-term goals is because this way you don't get discouraged. Because on the road to getting to your destination, on the road to getting everything that you want out of life, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to happen overnight. So you got to set short-term goals for yourself so you can feel that sense of achievement. Like I just said, my end goal isn't to have 1,000 subs, but I hit 1,000 subs today, and I'm happy because that was one of the short-term goals of mine. So apply that into your life. You know what I'm saying? Have short-term goals and long-term goals. And a good example of this is, let's say, okay, you got an elephant and you trying to eat the elephant, right? You can't eat the elephant as a whole. You got to cut the elephant up in a little pieces so you don't get discouraged. Because if you're looking at that elephant, you're gonna be like, bro, I can't eat all this. But if you cut it up, you slice it up, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna take it day by day. Once you get to a certain point, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be like, okay, I can eat this elephant. It's cut up. You know what I'm saying? You could have a plan. You know what I'm saying? You can execute it. So just think about that when you're making your short-term and long-term goals. So on one side, it's you got to think, have a big imagination and think you could do anything and set a high standard for yourself. And on the other side, you do got to set achievements and milestones along the way to reaching your end goal so you can just feel encouraged, feel the courage to keep going, okay? And another thing I want to talk about is number three, which is use your current skills and your resources to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is born from a different family. Everybody is in a different environment. So if you have advantages, you got to use them. If you got skills or a skill set that you have, or a resource that can allow you to learn a skill set, bro, use that to your advantage because that will allow you to take steps closer to your goals. That will allow you to get closer to the things that you want out of life. That will allow you to get closer to your destination. So if you got any advantages, you got to use that, you know what I'm saying, and use it and identify what it is that you can use to get you closer to your goals. Okay, and also you got to identify the things that's between you and your goals. So if you know something is in the way of you achieving your dream, of you walking in your purpose, you got to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to eliminate any distraction. You got to eliminate anything that is pulling you away from your purpose, pulling you away from your goals. So if you got something that is distracting you, or just something that you know you shouldn't be doing but you're doing it anyways, you got to eliminate it, because it's not allowing you to reach your goals or to reach the success that is meant for you. You know what I'm saying? And number 4 is your mindset is everything. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is correlating to every aspect of your life, your finances, your physique, your business, your relationships. Your mindset is everything. So you got to make sure your mindset is on top of, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on top of your mindset at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of self-belief, it's a mixture of discipline, and it's a mixture of being resilient. You got to be resilient, because life is going to throw several things at you. You know what I'm saying? Life is not easy. Life is hard, people might say. But when life is throwing you bad circumstances and you're just having bad experiences, you got to be resilient. You got to be able to stay calm in the chaos. You got to be able to keep a level-headed mind, because that's what's going to allow you to keep, you know what I'm saying, pursuing your goals, keep pursuing to being great. Okay, so number 5 is track your progress. All right, you got to track your progress and improve when you need it. Okay, I can post 100 videos, but if I'm not looking back at each video to see what I'm doing wrong, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get little feedback, you're going to get little growth, because you're not making improvements. If I'm making a video and people don't like it and I continue to post that video, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to get no growth. So you got to understand that if I'm making a video and people do like it but I don't keep doing it, you know what I'm saying, what you doing? You're not looking back at your analytics. You're not looking back at the things that you need to focus on to improve, to get better. You know what I'm saying? So always track your progress, always reflect on the actions that you're doing to get better on it. You know what I'm saying? So number 6, I believe, is surround yourself around like-minded individuals. This is very important as well, because you know what I'm saying, on your road to success, on your road to being great, you know what I'm saying, you can't be around people who are not having the same minds as you. You can't be around people who don't like the same things as you, because that is taking you away from your purpose once again. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around like-minded people, because they'll support you in your dreams. They'll support you in what you're doing, because they're like-minded. They're doing the same things as you. And they don't got to be the exact same thing. I could be an athlete, somebody else could be a author, but we both striving to be great. So it's essentially the same thing. So be around people who want to be great in their field. Be around people who can bring you energy and not take it away from you. Okay, so have a good support system. And I'm gonna give y'all this analogy too. So like, look, an author is not gonna judge somebody for trying to write a book. You know what I'm saying? So that's the importance of being around like-minded individuals. When you're trying to do something, when you're first starting out, a person who has already made it isn't going to judge you, but a person who isn't in that field might say something. So you just got to surround yourself around a positive environment. You feel me? So know your worth and know what you're capable of doing, and you gonna get everything that you want out of life. So these right here are the 5 things that I've learned on my experiences and through research of, you know what I'm saying, me looking online and me just watching podcasts, YouTube videos of successful people, just me studying the greats. You know what I'm saying? These are the top 5-6 things that I didn't learn that will help you create the reality that you want and help you build the life that you want. So if y'all like videos like these, make sure y'all leave a comment down below. I can speak on something specific that you want me to speak on. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe, and y'all go follow my Instagram, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.